Hey everyone, and welcome to the newest episode of my Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we took on Tate and Liza at my Steep City gym, which we did win, even though it took a lot of effort and thought to go into it, and we did have to lose some Pokemon. So we've lost Letdog, our main Netric, which also took Thunderbolt with it because we needed to use Thunderbolt in that to make sure that we could win. So we've lost both our main Netric and the Thunderbolt TM, which is a shame. Also we lost Beads, our cast form, who didn't really get to do. It was a shame really, because I think it was a good strategy to use cast form, but in the end it didn't matter because he didn't get to do anything. So it was a shame that we lost him after doing nothing. But we did win in the end, and I think it went relatively well. To say it was good, it was a tough, really tough fight. Also, we did the Space Center, which we fought Team Magma and Maxi again in a double battle with him and Tabitha. We fought with Steven on our side, and we won that as well. But we did lose Piglet, our Grumpig, unfortunately. Things just didn't. We had a bit of luck not go our way, which led to that. So that's a shame, because I think Piglet was a decent Pokemon. But we got through in the end. We lost 3, which I think, looking at how bad it could have gone, yeah, it went better than what I thought it was going to be anyway. But as you can see now, we are in Dewford, because at the end of the episode we got Dive from Steven, which we have taught to Jellyman, because I didn't want to teach it to anyone else, and he's the only one that can learn it other than I think Penny can. But anyway, and I didn't want to catch another Pokemon for this. We've got a move deleter, it's fine. If I want to use Jellyman, it's not a problem, we'll get rid of it. Anyway, because we've got a lot of diving stuff to do. Now I know I was like toying with the idea of maybe doing some of the diving off camera, but to be honest, I do want to do some exploring with it for a bit. There's some good stuff we can get with it, and I thought I might as well make it into an episode, to be honest. So we're in Dewford because obviously we have the there's the old shipwreck around here, so we want to go to that because I know the Ice Beam TM's in there, so I want that and other stuff that I can't remember. But anyway, let's get cracking. But if you have been enjoying the series so far, please feel free to like. I don't know who's going. I'm trying to think who to put in the time being. Like, subscribe to the channel and the videos and stuff. It's really appreciate everyone that does do it and has been doing it. And yeah, we're getting to like the business end of this playthrough at the minute. So it's gonna get really tough from now on. Every big fight is gonna be a tough fight. But anyway, somehow this ship that was the size of us is an actual size ship. I don't actually know what to put in front. I put Harvey in front. I was going to put Mega, so I really want Mega to evolve. But there's going to be a lot of water types, I think, in here. And I don't really trust Aura at the minute. Then again, do I really trust? I don't know. We'll go with Harvey. I don't know. Obviously, we don't have Mirror B because I just didn't see the need. I really need to give Mirror B the Mega Drain TM, to be honest, because it would really help. But I haven't. I don't want that to be a double battle, so let's make that single. And yeah, nothing really much to say in between episodes. Obviously, nothing's really been done, so this will be really easy. I know you can obviously come here when you get served, so these are obviously lower levels because of this, but I don't see the point because this stuff here you can get with dive, so why would you come here before? Unless you need the training, but obviously we don't need to worry about that. I don't know why we're not one-shotting level 25 Whalmer. Horsey. Horsey would be good. I don't know where to get Horsey. I would assume super rods. Or like good rods. Horsey would be good. Because we've got a lot of sea routes and stuff that we haven't done. I don't want to register anymore. That we haven't surfed, got any encounters, new encounters, or done any fishing in. So there's a lot of places, if there is any areas where we can get one, I may be tempted at some point to try. Because if we can get a Kingdra, that would be great. But that's sort of on a tangent there. Team's looking a bit ropey, I think, at the minute. We are sort of struggling a little bit for good tight matchups around. Like we don't really have the basics, which is what I'm a bit concerned about. I'm tempted to bring Torkoal in, Steam Strain out of Torkoal, just for some fire coverage, just to get like the core types. But I don't know if I'm gonna do that, because I don't really know if I want to use Torkoal, to be honest. So, but it's not really something to worry about at the minute, because there's gonna be a lot of diving to do, a lot of water types to fight, so it's not really an issue. Did I went through that way? Come on. Yeah, so it's not really something that I'm bothered about at the minute, but I would like to get like the core types covered. Obviously, we've got Mirror B, who hopefully will be a Ludicolo by hopefully the end of this episode. Really, we can use a Mega Drain TM to boost those grass moves. We've got Surf, obviously, so pretty good coverage with that. It's a good fight type. Ninetales, I don't know about Ninetales. Obviously, since Gen 1, Ninetales has not been anywhere near as good as that version of Ninetales. So don't know, but I kind of prefer it over Torkoal, to be honest. But anyway, we need a Firestone. No, we don't need a Firestone. That's Growlithe. We don't need a Firestone, sorry. So it is an option. Door is locked. Let's find the key then, shall we? What's going on in here? It's not here. It's not even moving. Why is everyone in this ship anyway? Did they go down with? Did they like go with the ship when it crashed? And did they do that? And then they just haven't got off. They can't get off. Well, what? Has no one come to rescue them? Or they're just chilling out here on this ship? Because that seems a bit strange. Is that? Yeah, you see. Look, there's a dive spot there. You see. This is why we want to come here with dive. Okay, I am going to use a repel because I don't know if you can find wild Pokemon in here, but I can't be bothered to do anything with them if there is. So this is the first time using dive in this playthrough, and that's it really. Somehow we can breathe under here with no breathing apparatus or anything. And then we can just come back up here. I don't know if this is the only dive spot in this, to be honest. I don't know. But it's worth coming back for. Oh, it's painted on the door. Ah, this door's open. Okay, what was that? Room 1 key. What's this? A water stone. Okay. I think that's to be honest, I'm sure I've been saying probably a lot through this playthrough that Lombre can evolve with either a leaf stone, I don't know why I was going to say grass, leaf stone or a ward stone. I'm pretty sure you can use either one. So I've been worried, I'm not worried, but like annoyed, but because the only way I can do it, because I couldn't seem to get one in, the dodgy way, that I would have to do the diving, getting the shards and everything, giving them to that man, and then getting the stone from that. I didn't check to see if there's any ones lying around anywhere, because I just thought, well, that's how I've always done it. I've never come across many, you know, and I didn't want this series to be me just exploring things like way off of what we needed to be doing in the first place. So I've just thought I'll just do that when we come to it. And now I've just found that I'm a bit annoyed, but the good thing is, obviously, I needed Dive to get this in the first place. So, that. I suppose really it doesn't really matter, but yeah, that's a bit annoying. Probably should have looked it up, to be honest. Rain Dance TM. This is worth coming down for. I want that Rain Dance TM. Ludicolo will be very good at using that, especially with Rain Dish. Room 6. There's. Okay. Oh. Okay. So yeah, maybe that's my fault for. That's probably my fault for not doing my research and looking into it, because I could have either had one by now, but to be honest, I knew we could manage without that anyway. But yeah, it is my fault. I should have looked into it more, but I didn't, unfortunately. So I do apologise for that. We could have probably had a Ludicolo way before, because there might be a Leaf Stone around somewhere else. So I found a Thunderstone. Right, I'm just going to keep. There was a lot of stuff here, and I'm just going to keep pressing until we find it, because I can't be bothered to go back out again, to go back round and all sorts. So we're just going to keep pressing. So I apologise if this is a little boring, but unfortunately I don't want to go back in and out again. So it's going to have to be this way, I'm afraid. Room 2 key, nice. Okay, I don't. Is this where you get? I don't feel like this is where you get the Ice Beam TM, to be honest, but it could be. I felt like it was just in a different room, but I know I could be wrong on that one. Is that everything? Okay, that'll do me. I got the room 2 key anyway, so. Yeah, it could be the Ice Beam TM, I can't remember. Scanner. What was that? Don't remember what this does. So let's find out. Is it in our key items? It feels like a key item. Don't really know what. Okay, let's forget about that for now. If anyone does know, obviously feel free to let me know. That would be great. But in the meantime, I'm not really bothered. I'm assuming it comes in handy somewhere, but I just can't remember. Because obviously the only thing I can remember in this place is the Ice Beam TM. So anyway, let's move on. See if we still haven't got it yet. So yeah, I do apologise for me being ill prepared and not thinking to look to find. I've always known this game for stuff like that. So have I been in? I have been in here. So I'm getting the stones the other way. That's it. Where did you come from? So that's my bad, obviously, for not looking into it. But we've got a Waterstone now, so we're all good. We don't need to worry. We can go back and hope. I'm pretty sure that it evolves from both. Why? I know confusion's not great, but I am getting stabbed from it, and I'm level 41. Like, come on. Why am I not one-shotting some things with this? You need to, or I don't. To be honest, speak on the same subject as me being unprepared. I don't actually know if Girafarig learns Psychic by level up. Okay, this is definitely a double battle. I don't really want Aura to be in there, but you could have. I think let's stick with these two. Because they could have water types. I want to use Mega because I really want to evolve Mega, but it's not. It's just not the time. Okay, these are terrible Pokemon. Let's just dispatch these. I think I'm still gonna do the diving stuff. Still gonna do the diving stuff, but obviously it's if it just see if there's any other items really, because I do. And then again, I suppose really the whole point. I'm not gonna do all the diving stuff. I've changed my mind. I just thought to myself, why am I gonna do it? Because there's no need. The only reason I was going to do it was to get the shards. If I don't need the shards anymore, what's the point? I don't need the training. I don't think. If there is any items that I should be looking for there, then obviously feel free to let me know. But I don't want to go exploring somewhere where I don't know if I'm going to get anything good or not. And I don't particularly remember. I don't know why I'm going in my bag. I was going to change who I was using, but I'm not going to now. I don't remember there being anything good from diving, apart from the shards that get you the stones. Like, that's it. I genuinely don't remember any like good TMs or items or anything. But I could be wrong. I think what I'll do. I don't really want to use Stomp. I think what I'll do is we'll continue. Obviously, the game is normal, and if I'm fortunate enough to get as far as the Pokemon League, I will do the last bit of research to make sure there's no items that I've missed throughout the game that I've not been to yet, or any place I've not been to yet and stuff. Before I do that. That's my plan. Obviously, a long way to go yet before I get to the Pokemon League. So, okay, so we'll put this bit now. Oh, that's a scanner. Listen, can I get you to deliver that to Captain Stern? I want to investigate this ship a little more. Okay, so storage key. So that's the room that's locked. So I'm assuming that's the room that's got Ice Beam in it. I'm still confused. So I get this guy being here because he's researching it, but why is everyone else here? Surely the general public aren't allowed just to go to an abandoned ship and just train there or whatever. I don't know. Why have I done that? And just one Pokeball in the middle of the room with Ice Beam in it, which is very useful. I know I keep checking the bins, and I'm pretty sure that I saw something before saying there's never been any up to, I don't know up to what point, but there's never actually been any anything in the bins in Pokemon games. I don't know if it's come. Obviously, it's probably come from Lieutenant Surge's gym, or I think that maybe that's it, or maybe what, I can't remember. But there's always, I can't be the only one that checks the bins or the trash cans. I can't be the only one that checks them, and I'm pretty sure that I saw something before that said there's actually never been anything in any of them. I can't remember though, because I feel like there must have been, otherwise why do I always check them? So that could be complete nonsense, to be honest. But anyway, I do want to go and deliver that to Captain Stern. So I'm going to move some Pokemons around because we're going to need to fly. I don't know, let's just swap Jellyman. We don't need dive just yet until we get back to Moss Deep, because obviously we need to dive to go to the next area in the game, which is strange. Petal is in. No, Captain Stern's in Slateport. Which is strange. Sutopolis being only available through dive. I don't really know how everyone else gets there. Anyway, let's deliver this to Captain Stern. Oh, Magpie, that item you got. That's a scanner. That sure would help us in our explorations. Will you trade your scanner for something? Like, say, a deep sea tooth or a deep sea scale? Ah, I do remember this now. So deep sea tooth and deep sea scale, as everyone probably knows, is items that are used to evolve Clampearl into either Gorbis or Huntail. And I am actually going to look up which one I would prefer, because the option would be nice. Why do I only get to choose one though? Because they're not like they're great anyway. They're not great Pokemon. So why do I get to choose one? So Gorbis is mainly special. It's pure type. Mainly defense, which is strange, and special attack, which would make sense for a war type in this game, and that requires a deep sea scale. I mean, 140 in attack's nothing to be sniffed at, to be honest. So that's not bad actually. Huntail. Let's have a look at Huntail's stats. Believe it or not, I don't know them because, well, why would I use them? I don't think they're really that good. Huntail, see, Huntail's is a bit more spread. It's a bit more spread out. So 104 attack, 105 defense, 94 special attack. In another game, Huntail probably would be the one to go for because it is it's an alright mixed attacker. But in this game, I would say no, because 104 attack is completely useless for a water type, because what water type physical attacks are there? Well, none. So the most of the time you're going to be using its less powerful special attack. So I'll start using Deep Sea Tooth. We need to trade, but I don't know. I think I can get around that. Anyway, why I'm going into so much detail about two pretty average Pokemon, I don't know, but I want my options to be open. So I'm going to go with a Deep Sea Scale, because if I do choose to go with one, then it would rather it be Gorbis, because at least it can use its best attack, which is special attack. Anyway, that's done. So we'll fly back to Moss Deep now and continue on. We will continue onwards. That's obviously Evergrande City. Continue onwards with our adventure. And we'll go swap. Let's go and see if the Waterstone is what we want before we get too excited about moving on. So I'll tell you what, let's swap. Let's bring in Mirror B for Tropicana. And have a quick look at this Waterstone, which is right here. Oh yes, it can work. And I've had a look. Mirror B there's no point in leaving it any longer. There's nothing else it can learn. I think it learns Hydro Pump, which I don't care for. So let's do this. Let's get. You know what? I think this is the first evolution we've had in a long time, like legit one. I know I've evolved Pokemon to evolve, leveled up Pokemon to evolve. I know I've leveled up. I leveled up them to evolve. So I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Leveled them up to evolve to do other fights and stuff, and it's been off camera because they've not been actual team members. This is an actual team member that we're evolving. It's not happened for a long time, so let's do it. I'm really looking forward to having Ludicolo, even though I've used one so many times. And it's got Rain Dish as well, so this is massive. Okay, so we get ourselves a Ludicolo, which is nice. Now, I want to teach it Rain Dance because I know, it's maybe a bit early or whatever to go straight into teaching it moves, but it's got Rain Dish. Rain Dance is just the move that Ludicolo's really good at using, and I think I'm going to teach it Mega Drain as well because I'm going to go all in on this now because Absorb's just terrible. So we're going to get rid of Thief because I just don't see the point in having Thief. Fake Out, I do like Fake Out to get that bit of chip damage in, so we're going to get rid of Thief for Rain Dance and really make Ludicolo, you know, really an actual. Oh, Giga Drain, sorry, not Mega Drain. My fault. I was thinking, I think we had Mega Drain to be honest. I don't know why. But anyway, Giga Drain. We want Giga Drain. I don't really see anything else that we'd learn Giga Drain to, and Absorb is nowhere near good enough to carry us any longer. Nowhere near good enough. So we're going to do that, and then while we're at it, let's carry on with the item usage, and we'll use some PP ups on Giga Drain as well. So I want to increase that. We've got a few. So I want to increase that PP usage of Giga Drain. Because it's only got 5. If I had 10, I wouldn't bother. But it's only got 5. So I'm going to use as many as we can use on it. Okay, that's it. So we've boosted that up now. So let's check out our Ludicolo. See, this is much better. I mean, it's not amazing stats, but I think it's going to do the job pretty nicely, to be honest. Yeah, we'll keep the Mystic Water. In fact, might give it the Miracle Seed to boost that Giga Drain because Surf's obviously already more powerful, and the Rain Dance boosts it anyway. So I feel like it would make more sense to boost the Giga Drain because Surf's getting the boost anyway. Penny's got the CN sense, so Penny's fine. Anyway, so yeah, I'm pretty happy with this. Pretty happy with this. You know, I might let's put Mirabee out there. Before we go anywhere, let's actually get someone that can dive for a start. So I might bring Penny back in for the time being for Jellyman. And let's get going, shall we? I do want to, at some point, I probably will go back to Shoal Cave to see if I can get, I can't remember which one it is, the other one to the one I didn't get. See, anyway, the two things you have to get in there, I can't even remember what they're called. See if I can get the other one, because if I can get the Shell Bell, that'd be pretty good. A pretty good item to have, to be honest. So I think maybe even for like someone like Ludicolo could work, but anyway, we've got some stuff to do on Route 127. We've got some diving spots, but I don't think they're all going to be of any use. So I need to remember which is the one I actually need to go down. So wow, what are you guarding? So you're clearly a double battle, which I don't want to get involved with. You could be a bird keeper or an electric type. Either way, I think Mega should be in for this. Okay, so you are a bird trainer. I'm half tempted. I'm so in two minds at the minute whether to do the diving stuff or not. Okay, Sweller, level 32. We have Rock Tomb. How much does this do? Because I feel like Swallow could... A Sand Tomb. Wrong. I thought we had Rock Tomb. We don't. Let's switch. So I just don't... Mega at the minute, just... We really need Mega to evolve. Really need Mega to evolve. Okay. Yeah, I know Swallow-Tooth Effect does some decent damage. Especially to, obviously, an evolved Pokemon. What we got next? Skarmory, okay. Oh, Mirror Beam. Yeah, I should have had Pelipper for this because that would have been much better. Because Mirror Beam is weak to flying. Let's just throw Harvey in there. Pelipper would have been the one to use for this. Steel Wing, okay, missed, so we get a free switch, which is nice. Let's just go for Confusion, I suppose. Doesn't do too bad of damage, and we get Confusion props, so to say it's not very effective, it's not done too bad actually. We really need something better than Confusion. I mean, even Psybeam, like, I know Psychic's what we need at the minute, but even Psybeam would be a massive improvement. Nice, that went very well actually. And it looks like we're gonna get some level ups here. Tab up to level 42. Mean Look. Do I want Mean Look? I mean, it'll stop Pokemon from fleeing, which would be good if I'm trying to catch a Pokemon, but I don't know, I feel like it's and it stops trainers from switching, but you're not really going to get that. So, to be honest, I know Astonish is not very good, but I don't really want Mean Look, if I'm honest. I don't think it's necessary. I think it's going to be very situational. I don't want anything that's very situational. We did that already with Wobbuffet. So I think what we'll do, we're not using Mega. Because Mega it's going to, till Mega evolves, Mega's going to really struggle, so let's not do that. We'll heal Tabawk, but we'll not bother with Mega because I'm not going to bother using Mega at all. Probably until he's evolved. I want to put Mirror B back, so I want to use Mirror B now. It's a Ludicolo. She's a Ludicolo. I think it's she. Even though I've used Ludicolo many times, I want to use it again. A Manectric. I mean, that's fine. What we don't want to do though, let's just go with a quick Fake Out. What we don't want to do is Rain Dance, because if that thing's got Thunder, we're in big trouble. It has got Thunder and it's going to use Thunder. So maybe Mega is the way to go actually. I mean, it doesn't matter now, but because we've had that before, we've had this. We lost our Absol to a Manectric using Thunder in the rain, and it was not good. So see, look at this. We're doing some good damage now. We've evolved. I mean, I know that we're way over their level, but it has made obviously it would make a massive difference. We're fully evolved now. Rare Candy, yay! We don't need those at all. Okay, let's carry on, shall we? See, it's just massive roots. You see. Sorry about that. Yeah, this is Route 126 now. This is just like, I mean, I want to have a look at the map. See, we're just going around. So, I mean, obviously we need to go here, but we could obviously go all the way to Pacific Log if we really want to. But we're gonna have to go that way at some point anyway, so I'm not gonna do it now. It's so annoying that you have to go back into your bag to use a repel in this game. Yeah, so there's like I'm happy with the double battle, to be honest. Yeah, it's just so much to do that this is why I didn't really want to be going diving in places, because there's so much places to surf as it is already. I just didn't see the point in now anyway. I don't see the point in diving, because it's going to add even more time on stuff that we don't really need to be doing. Let's use Giga Drain for the first time, actually. At least we not get the rough skin from Carvana. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't want to be doing the diving stuff because, like I say, there's just so much already to do. Well, I already where did I fight you guys? Where am I? Honestly, I don't know where I am. Is this Moss Deep? It is Moss Deep. Okay. See, this is the problem. This is. I'm so confused as to what's going on right now. It's just. I just don't know if it makes sense with all this diving to do because. Why can't I? Because like, it's just so disorientating with where I'm going and what I'm doing at the minute. So I know this episode is probably going to be me just surfing around, not really knowing what I'm doing, but I do want to at least surf around the places just to make sure everything's covered, even though I know where I'm supposed to be going. I just don't want to add diving on top of that as well. Okay, I think Giga Drain should do some decent damage. It does. I'm weak to poison, obviously, but tentacle don't think might have acid. Well, I don't think it really has much else, so not really bothered. Get to level 42. A Sharpedo. At least we've got something to deal with this thing. Sharpedo, actually, while this is turned up, actually, I think this might be the first time I've seen it in this playthrough. Until like 3D games came out, or until like I saw it in the anime or whatever. I can't remember where I saw the actual full Sharpedo first. Probably would have been the anime. I think so, I don't know. Anyway, see, on this game, I only seen it from this angle. I assumed that the fin on the left fin was its tail, that it was a full shark. I always assumed, until seeing it properly, that it was a full shark. I did not know that for probably an embarrassingly long amount of time, that was actually its left fin, and it has no back or no back tail or anything. That it's just the head. Yeah, I don't know. It's another one of those. The 2D games, I just interpreted it wrong, and yeah, I just always assumed that was its back tail fin, and it was like curled round. But yeah, I don't know why, because looking at it now, it does look pretty obvious what it is. But yeah, I was quite young at the time, so I'm gonna let myself off with that. But yeah, for such a long time, I did genuinely think it was a full shark. So there you go. Another bit of embarrassing logic from me. Yeah, and you look at like all the surf spots that we've got here. There's no need for me to be diving as well. Like I said, this is like I said before, this is a Nuzlocke. It's not a like a proper playthrough where I would explore everything and show everything and try and get as much stuff as I can, and fight as many trains as I could. This is a Nuzlocke, so it's not necessary really for me to be doing any of that, unless I know, of course, like the Ice Beam TM and stuff. Unless I know that it's going to be beneficial to me, I won't be doing it. Giga Drain doesn't do a lot to Gyarados, which is very annoying. Because Gyarados, weirdly enough, like I don't know if I'm the only one in this situation. Gyarados obviously has a very glaring weakness with electric, and it's very easy to take one out if you've got an electric Pokemon. Like it goes down to anything electric based. But I always find myself not having anything to deal with one, and therefore it always becomes a problem because Gyarados, as obviously we know, is a very powerful Pokemon. Maybe not as much in this game because obviously the physical and special split hasn't happened yet. But Gyarados has always been a problem. I'm going to swap because I haven't got really much PP left. I'm just going to use Tabawk. Gyarados is just always been a problem because if you don't have an electric type, it is actually pretty hard to deal with, even though it's very easy to take out if you have an electric type, obviously. So I don't know if I'm the only one in that situation. Obviously, we've got more Gyaradoses. I don't know what the plural for Gyarados is. We've got that to do. We've got to fight multiple of those. Multiple? Oh, we got multiple. I'm trying to think who's got one actually. We probably do anyway. We'll probably fight more. I know we've got. Obviously, Wallace. He's got a Gyarados. I can't remember if one's got one. Yeah. One has one. Very funny. I don't know if he's got one. I can't remember. I want to say no, to be honest. But I'm sure there's going to be more trainers, fishermen. I know. In fact, I know there is another fisherman that we will possibly fight. Have we not got a Repellent? That we will possibly fight that does have one. I think he has multiple actually. The guy from Pacific Log. Well, if you go from Pacific Log back to Slatepool, there's a guy there. I think he's got multiple Gyaradoses or Gyaradai, whatever it is. Yeah. So there's more. So I'm gonna have to deal with more. Anyway, I'm not too bothered. Like I say, I mean the diving spots are crazy amounts. So I do have no interest at all at doing them. But I will fight the trainers just because I do want to get some experience. I know this episode is probably going to be well, it's nowhere near as much action, I would say, as the last episode. It was a lot of boss fights going on in that, but you know, we do have these sorts of episodes where there's just the usual basic stuff going on. So I'm hoping that if we end the episode if we get to do what we need to do around here, get ourselves see, this is like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm literally just like surfing to nowhere. Like, I genuinely don't know what I'm doing. Where am I? So I'm over here. You need dive to get to, yeah, I think you do need dive to get to Evergrande City because it's on the other side of that wall, is it? Or do you? Do you need it, or do you go through this? Honestly, I think you do, don't you? I don't know. I'm so confusing. It just doesn't work in this game. Like this, I don't know if it's because like the top-down view and stuff. Having major surfing parts in the map, I just don't think it works because you just can't see. If you had views that you would normally have in Pokemon games now, where you're sort of behind the character, you would be able to see more of the map and what's coming and what's around you. So you'd be able to probably navigate it better. And with this being top-down view, excuse me, you just don't get that. You just don't. You just don't get. There's no sense of where you are, or where you've been, or like, you know, it's. Yeah, it's yeah, I don't know. It's just not working. It just doesn't work. Like if I had a different view here, I could see what's around me and know where I want to be going. I mean, obviously, I know I've got to at some point dive to go to Sutopolis. So we're at Route 128 now, and I'm like, I just don't know where this. Okay, this is on the way to Pacific, so we won't do this. We'll skip this. There's a few trainers I'll just fight anyway, just while we're around here, and then we will dive our way to Sutopolis, and then it's Sutopolis, and then to the Team Aqua hideout. I believe you go to Sutopolis first, then find out you can go to Team Aqua hideout. I think. Or I don't know if it matters. Maybe it doesn't. Why have you got a nose pass? Like, why do you have that? I think so. Or I don't know. You might not have to go to Sutopolis actually. Well, I'm going to anyway. So it gives me. Why has it got Thunder Wave? Why have you got Thunder Wave? Why are you critical hitting me? I just don't understand. Anyway. Forget the nose pass. Yeah, I'm going to do it because I want to get to the Pokemon Center anyway. So that's why I'm going to do it. Because it'd be good. It'd just be good to have that Pokemon Center to fly to. Even though I don't have a flyer permanently on the team anyway. But don't need to worry about that too much. Full heal you. Let's keep moving. Oh, is this actually the way to Evergrande City? Because if it is, I probably won't bother. Yeah, so you'll get. I know I said I was going to fight the train, but I don't know if I can be bothered to, because there's a lot. Yeah, this is the way to Evergrande. We won't bother with this because we'll be coming this way anyway, so let's not bother. What I do want to bother with though is sort of what's around these islands, because we have got some time left. I kind of want to just have a quick nosy around these island bits. What have you got? Yeah, you need waterfall. We don't have it yet, so we can't go. Another HM that I don't particularly want on the team. Could be another Jellyman special, that one, I'm afraid. Yeah, do you know what? It's I know I keep going on about it, but like it's so confusing. This surfing bit. It's just you just don't know where you are, where you're going, what you're like. And now I'm gonna have to go around to try and find the pot that I need to dive to get to Sutopolis. And I don't even know actually if you could. Yeah, I think you can. Yeah, you can go to Sutopolis, and I think you can do stuff there because it hasn't. Kyogre and Groudon haven't turned up yet, so it should. You know, because I know when that happens, until you've got Rayquaza and sorted it out, you can't really do much in Sutopolis. But so yeah, what? See, why can't I go around there? I don't know. I'm not really bothered either, to be honest. See, why am I still going down? Like, I'm so confused. I'm not going any further because we need to go that way anyway, so I'm not bothered. Okay, what are you doing? You want to fight? We'll do the odd few fighters that are left around here, then I think we'll eventually make our way to Sutopolis anyway. Yeah, I'm glad I've decided not to dive because it would have just been ridiculous. Just yeah, it's so slow diving anyway, and it wouldn't have. All the surfing we've had to do is just not He's not great. So I believe, is this the bit to Sutopolis? Could be wrong, or this could be the sea cavern bit, I can't remember. Do you know what? Whichever comes first. It's nothing actually. It's protein. Yeah, well, I'll use that. Let's use it. Let's use it on Tabor. Tabor's got some good attack on it. So, zinc. Oh yeah, I got a zinc, didn't I? Special defense. Yeah, well, let's give that to Ludicolo. I want to use them because, like, obviously at some point you won't be able to use them anymore. Anyway, right. Need to find a bit to get to Sutopolis. That's what we need. Which is... just let me stop it, please. I know it's not going to let me just add another one on because it's not in the game's coded to do so, but it's just so annoying. Here's a Wingo, level 26 Wingo at this stage in the game. Come on. Yeah, I think this is enough surfing and fighting for one episode. I mean, we've done some training, which is fine. We've got the Ice Rune TN. We've had an evolution. So, because to be fair, I mean, this episode would have mainly been me diving to get the shards, to get a Water Stone or a Leaf Stone, to evolve Ludicolo, to evolve Lombre. So to be fair, it's helped cut all that out. Let's dive in this bit, because to be honest, I can't honestly remember which bit it is. I need to dive in to get to Sutopolis. I think normally, like, you can. It's obviously not this bit. Normally it'll be like near here. And then you'll have like a... Oh, okay. Maybe this is probably it, isn't it? This is probably it, to be honest. Just as simple as that, really. I honestly... it's been a long time since I played this game. But I know... Well, the seafloor cavern has its own bit that you have to dive into. And I know I played the game a lot as a kid, and I always used to remember it straight away. But I don't know. I think that bit where I dived in earlier, and there was nothing, there was just that protein there. I think you end up there later on with Archie and Maxie. I think after like the stuff's gone on with Kyogre and Groudon and stuff. So yeah, I believe this is actually Sutopolis. And it's just like, yeah, it's just this thing here, rocky sediments and stuff or whatever. Why is it? Oh, is this just like the surrounding area sort of thing? But anyway, yeah, this is it. Pretty sure, yeah. I'll just have to. Let's dive under. We just dive under and then head into here through here. Yeah. Oh, we can get Clamperl from this bit and stuff. Not really bothered about game one just yet, to be honest. So yeah, let's dive up here and we're there. I don't know. I think it's because I know the seafloor cavern has its own little diving bit. And then straight in the gym, straight to Sutopolis gym. And it has its own bit to get to it. It's a diving spot, so I think I might be mixing it with that. And like I said, I normally I remember, like, I know, so I'm hoping when it comes around to it, I do remember which diving spot I need to go to get to the seafloor cavern. So obviously you find like the submarine and stuff there. We are going to need Jellyman again, so I'm not really bothered about. Let's have a quick. You know what? Let's have a quick look around. We've got a bit of time to kill. Let's have a quick look. I'm not really bothered about swapping him out just yet. I know these trees. I think it's. I don't know if it's something whether you can still access it. I can't remember. I don't know if it's some online. I don't know if it was like an event thing. I don't think it's really anything to. Okay, I'll take it. I don't think it's anything too exciting. I don't know if it was like an event thing or something. I can't remember, but anyway, let's just might as well have a quick look around Sutopolis just to see what's what. Yeah, I have a Ludicolo. Is that any good to you? Look, right. Don't be ungrateful. Like, I've shown you its fully evolved form. Like, come on. I know I don't normally do this. I haven't been doing this much in this playthrough, but I just feel like why not just have a bit of exploration at Sutopolis, because I've done a lot of surfing in this episode and I might just break it up a little bit. I don't remember anything of any use here, but yeah, cool. But yeah, so this is Sutopolis. You have to like surf around to get all over the place. I don't think there's any wild Pokemon you can find through surfing, at least anyway. Okay, no, there you go. There is. Magikarp, so I've got no obligation to catch that. I knew, do you know what? I knew at some point that there was going to be an episode like this where there's going to be a lot of surfing or diving or something. Like, I knew, because it's the Hoenn games. Like, it happens all the time. Like, you're going to be doing this at some point. And to be honest, I didn't really want to just end up me going, oh hello, I'm here at Sutopolis. Cape of Origin, yes, we can't go yet. So yeah, it's just, I thought I might as well. Do you know what? I think me finding the Waterstone definitely changed everything, because if I hadn't, I would have done TM31. Okay, go TM. Is that Brick Break? Is it? It is Brick Break. That's a good move. We're not going to use it yet though. Yeah, it changed everything, because the plan was for me to try and find the shards to get Ludicolo and also do stuff. Yeah, I do have some, which I'm really appreciative of, actually. I appreciate everyone who is a fan of the series, to be honest. I do really appreciate everybody that watches. I don't know if I'd be so big-headed to say like fans, because I feel like that's probably me being a bit big-headed. But people who enjoy watching content, which I obviously appreciate. Yeah, so the Waterstone did change everything, because it changed the plan. But to be honest, the only change it is I did a lot of surfing instead of diving. So we do have a star piece, I believe, which we would like to sell. Thank you very much. Okay, what do you have? Let's buy some more hyper potions. We don't need any. I don't think we need max potions just yet. I think hyper potions are right, but I'm gonna buy some just because if we do get a rare scenario where we need to heal fully and we can't with hyper potion, then obviously it comes in very good use to us. But I think that's really all that we can do for now before progressing the story more. Also, I don't really want to. We're about 1 hour. We're around an hour in, which is where I like to call it. And obviously, progressing the story further would mean me recording for a lot longer, which I don't really like to do. I don't want to make the episodes way too long. So this is probably. I don't know why I've healed. Why have I healed? I haven't done anything. But anyway, this is where we will be calling it for an episode. So, in this episode, we have just done a lot of surfing, really. We've been using dive for the first time. We went to the old shipwreck near Duford, which we got ourselves the Ice Beam TM and a Waterstone, which which we were able to use to evolve our Lombre Mirror Bee into a Ludicolo finally. So, an actual team member has evolved for the first time in a long time. So that was good. We also did a lot of surfing, obviously. Did plenty of trainer fights, get some levels in, and yeah, made it here to Suitopolis. Really, it's been a bit of a just a stepping stone sort of episode to progress the story. And in the next episode, we will be doing just that. We'll be carrying on with the story, so we'll have to go find the C4 cavern to find Team Aqua's new hideout and take on whatever they've got for us to do there, to be honest, and see where that takes us. So lots to do in the next episode as well, but thank you so much for watching for this episode anyway. I do really appreciate it. I'm hoping to be back on track again with the episodes coming out regularly like they normally do. So we're looking good so far. So, but thank you anyway for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please also feel free to like the episodes and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date with everything. And that is it for me this time. So I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.